Goofy horror movies 2.
Growing up, when I thought of horror
movies, I'm going to be basing these characters if I could beat them in a fight. You know this every time. Y'all know I do this every time, right? I ain't gonna put them on the tier list though. That's too much. I'm just gonna put the thing up. When I'm reacting to a video and I'm doing this, I only put this up. Where is it? Where my health bar at? There you go. My left is full. Pull up, I'm acting up full. Spin it back on you. Alright, let me change this. Health bar. 100%. %. There we go. Alright. Alright, my bad. Come on! Goofy horror movies too.
Growing up, when I thought of horror movies, I always thought scary.
And I'm gonna be basing it off I can beat them in a fight.
Looking killers. Jump scares. But in a sea of these scary or even terrifying horror movies, sometimes there's some goofy ones. Horror movies so low budget or so ridiculous or sometimes so trash you can't help but laugh at them. So today, after
Has anybody actually watched that Winnie the Pooh like horror movie video though? I mean movie? I can't have been the only person that's like refusing to watch that Winnie the Pooh horror movie, bro. I don't know what it is. Like, what would he do? Isn't his main attraction Honey in the cartoon? So what would they transpire a scary character off of that? Honey Packs? What would you think?
Nearly 3 years, golly. I'm revisiting this topic and we're going to be going over some more goofy horror movies. Some of these are well established, some of these are very popular, and some of these are the most ridiculous movie you'll ever see. And what better way to start?
Wait, hold on, no. Why does that name sound familiar? Hold on.
Some of these are the most ridiculous movie you'll ever see. And what better way to start than with a popular one? The Purge. We all know this one. Every year in America, all crimes become legal. Rich people are protected. Poor people die. Economy and crime rates thrive. Yada, yada, yada. People.
The Purge. I'm surviving. Literally. I'm surviving, bro. I'll turn into one of the Hollywood Undead niggas if I got to, bro. They won't even know the difference. They'll think I'm part of the team. Just for me to boom. Switch all of them niggas down. ARP. Genuinely, bro. You know, I'm going to be that one nigga in the back with an ARP. You feel me? I'm going to look like the security guard. I'm with the vest on, ARP in my hand, and GTA Twitch, and GTA. I'm telling you, bro. That shit going to look like Warzone in there. This shit going to look like a free-for-all lobby in Nuketown.
People kill each other. Nah, it's a good movie.
Bro,
listen. They're worse.
Listen, all I need is this. They wouldn't tell. I had some of these, too. We used to paint some of these. Like, we deadass used to paint these, bro. I forgot which one I had this. Oh, God, I had this. We painted this, bro. We used to be into a lot of shit like this. I had this one with the dollar on it. Yup. They wouldn't tell. They genuinely wouldn't tell the difference between me and them.
There's some goofy decisions made, like the daughter running off on her own when someone's in the house, or the son, you know, letting in a complete stranger on a night where people are allowed to kill each other. Oh my goodness, this pisses me off to this day. But the silliness of this movie for me doesn't lie in the decisions or the killers or the acting or anything like that. For me, it lies in its concept. A day where everything is legal. There's no rules to stop you, no cops to beat on you, and people are just killing each other? Really? You get 12 hours every year to potentially change your life and you use it to kill homeless dudes and get petty revenge? Are we serious? Y'all not thinking about the long term? Y'all not thinking about the money?
I will be the nigga to stop that though. I will be single-handedly destroying those niggas on some Madara shit, bro. Madara versus Shinobi Alliance.
Go fucking them up. Maybe I just don't understand the vibe.
Fucking them up.
But I don't think that many people are itching to be the next Joe Goldberg. I'm sorry.
Don't know why they would just like, you know, they go out and kill niggas instead of going out, you know, trying to do something more useful, genuinely, bro. Like, yeah, Switch 2 just came out. Like, I know stealing. Listen, don't do it. Y'all go into a local GameStop, grab the Switch 2, do a lot. You can do a
that
lot of shit.
ending was booty, by the way. I might make a video. But it ain't
stuff.
just the people only killing each other thing that I find goofy. There's also the unemployment and crime rate thing. The movie claims that the annual purge lowers unemployment and crime rates. And quite frankly, I don't believe that. Because that's under the assumption that people don't work jobs because of competition. When in reality, people don't be unemployed because of competition. People be unemployed because these jobs are too dang bougie. We all know it's true. Bougie. I've had days where I submitted not even.
Why the fuck is Dick's Sporting Goods too damn bougie? What the fuck, nigga? The fuck? Y'all Dick's Sporting Goods, nigga. Y'all sell basketballs and baseballs and baseball gloves for a living. The fuck? Okay, y'all may get a little shoe here and there. Y'all might get a little Jordan every once in a while on a special occasion. But why the fuck y'all niggas acting bougie like y'all niggas trying to goddamn hire The Rock? The Rock not goddamn applying, nigga.
Joking. Over 80 Indeed applications.
Or it's either that or they want a nigga to work goddamn 17 out of the 24 hours.
Just for the first word in the email they sent me back to say, unfortunately. And that's just their approval rates. That ain't even talk about their qualifications. I've seen jobs with requirements like 5 years experience, bachelor's degree, able to lift 50 pounds, fluent in Spanish, German, and Russian. And the job title? McDonald's manager, $12.50 an hour. So no, I don't think people purging each other would affect people's ability to get jobs. Then there's the whole crime rate drop thing. No. Just no. If some random purger killed one of my loved ones at 6:59 a.m., you think just because the clock hits 7 a.m. and purge time is over, I'ma be like, you got me this year, buddy. That was my favorite odds. I'll get you next year, though. No, I am grabbing the 12 gauge and popping, dude. And I'm sure if the purge was real, I wouldn't be the only one thinking this way. Ask yourself right now, you watching this, if someone slapped your grandma and they're right in front of you, are you really willing to wait till next year to get revenge?
A whole year? A whole fucking year, bro? Just what? Pimp slap the nigga back? When he's right there?
So no, it's also not fixing crime rates. But that's The Purge, which is pretty normal compared to other movies I want to talk about, like The Evil Bong, a movie about a bunch of stoners that come across.
Alright, you know what? Low-key, I'm about to change it. Forget surviving. Dog shitted in Quan room. Just now? Ooh, that nigga boo-booed. Ooh, it smell like shit. Oh, hold on, bro. Let me see. Bro. He in there right now to do it? For real? No way. No fucking way. Oh, nah. Quan, you let dog boo-booed in your room. Ooh, smell like shit. Nasty ass. Ooh, that funky ass room. Oh, Quan, kudos to you, my man. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Let me change that shit. I'm changing the bar, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Because a lot of these I feel like wouldn't even result in me like, nah, I might keep it. Depending. It depends.
Evil Bong that when they smoke it, it transports Evil Bong. A movie about a bunch of stoners that come across as Evil Bong that when they smoke it, it transports them to Bong World. An evil dimension full of killer strippers.
Flight Reacts go there every day.
This movie has 9 sequels, by the way. Then there's
damn, what, nigga?
Dimension full of killer strippers.
A dimension full of killer strippers. Now, hold on. Hear me out, though. Listen, that could not be so bad. That could not be so bad. Do you get stuck there? See, I don't know about this movie. I don't know if you get stuck there. I don't know if you come back. But, let's be honest. Oh, fuck. You just gotta, I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna let him explain. Because I don't know nothing about this movie. I'm gonna end up saying some shit, and that's probably not even gonna be like the plot of it.
This movie has 9 sequels, by the way. Then there's another very popular one, Beetlejuice. I'll be honest, I did not know this movie was a thing for the longest. I had heard a lot of good things about the so-called Beetlejuice, but when I thought of Beetlejuice, I only ever thought
I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that dude, bro, I didn't know what I thought he was part of like some Nightmare on Elm Street like live action or some shit. I didn't know what like he was part of. I didn't know what Beetlejuice was. The only time I heard of Beetlejuice was that one black nigga, bro, with the big eyes and shit.
You know, That little dude. So when I finally watched it, my expectations were high. And I ain't gonna lie, it didn't disappoint. This movie's a definition of goofy, but it's great. I can't even explain what I like about this movie so much.
What makes it horror?
It's not the most exciting story. Nothing in it.
What makes this shit horror?
It's barely even a horror movie. But as much as I hate to say this word, it has a vibe to it. It has this weird, funny take on afterlife where there's waiting rooms and stuff. That would suck. The music for this movie is just mwah, mwah, mwah. And
so
like,
the niggas not killing it? I mean, not every horror movie has to, involve in that, but that's kind of what makes it a horror movie, though. Am I tripping?
There's waiting rooms and stuff. That would suck. The music so
I'm
for this movie is
100%.
Just mwah, mwah, mwah. And like, I don't know. When I was watching this, it's like I slowly felt my desire to grow some bangs and dye my hair increasing. It was great. If you've never seen it, this movie is about a small town couple, Barbara and Adam, who die after being murdered by a dog. Kinda, not really. That's just my interpretation of it, but you can't tell me this wasn't murder. And after respawning back at...
What y'all doing in that situation? Y'all in the car, y'all hanging off a damn ledge, and y'all see the only thing holding y'all up is a damn...
Not really. That's just mine.
Frenchie or some shit, my nigga. He just staring dead at the car like this. Y'all getting out the car and try to maneuver your way up to the top to get off the car? Or y'all gonna try to keep the dog on there? But how would you keep the dog on there? Unless you have a treat in your back seat, and you could throw it, and it lands directly in front of this nigga, and you just sit dead right there? First of all, how do you even end up in a situation like that?
Interpretation of
That's
it.
That's what I'm trying to... Fuck off. Fuck the rest of it. How do you end up in a situation like that? How do you even end up in a situation like that?
Murder. And after respawning back at their crib, they find out their ghost haunting their old house, which is low-key pretty cool. Yeah, they can't leave the crib or get sent to literal Saturn and get attacked by sandworms, but, eternal love or something. But their fun is spoiled after a family of snobby New York artists move into their house. And that's when you realize this movie, instead of being about the family being haunted by the couple, it's more like them being haunted by the family because they cannot stand these people. The stepmom, who's also the mom from Home Alone, is just super posh and obsessed with art. The dad, who's into bird watching, he's just money hungry. And the dude who plays him in real life is into some disgusting stuff.
Basically
and then the daughter,
there was no point in me even
she's the only cool one. She can actually see the ghost couple, and best of all, she embodies the vibe this movie gives me. Just super goth, man. It's cool, but the couple was annoyed by this family so much, besides Lydia, they did everything in their power to scare them away. Ripped their own faces off, fake murder scenes, nothing worked. They even possessed them and made them throw it back. Might be my favorite scene. What? It's funny. But even that didn't work. It actually made things worse. Because these dudes decided it'd be a smart idea to make the ghost a tourist attraction, like a business. And I don't know about y'all.
I don't know how good that thought is.
I'm definitely going to that. Did you see how they was throwing it? With no other options left, like something straight out of The Exorcist, they looked to hire a specialist. But this wasn't just any specialist. This was Beetlejuice. Not the little one. This dude is a moldy skin, green-haired having, perverted being, and I mean very perverted, animated demon. And even though he showed up halfway through the movie, this dude was definitely the star of the show. They summoned him after saying his name 3 times to help them scare out the family, but turns out Mr. Juice likes to do more than just scare people, because when he gets summoned, this dude starts trying to kill the family. That's called false advertising, Mr. Juice. Barbara eventually stops him, but it was too late. The damage was already done, and the only cool one in the house, Lydia, didn't trust the couple because she thought it was them that did it. I mean, they're ghosts. But don't worry, that wasn't the end for Mr. Juice yet. We see Lydia in her room looking all sad, looking all goth, wanting to not be living, until she goes to the attic and sees Mr. One and Only himself, Mr. Juice. She starts telling him about her problems.
I'm turning them off, bro.
Suck, and how she wishes she were dead. Yeah, mental health and stuff. How about you get me out of here? Mr. Juice promises he'll help Lydia with whatever she wants as long as she helps him. But before he can, the ghost couple come back. Where were they? Ghost stuff. They tell Lydia being dead doesn't make anything any easier, and it kind of sucks. That's right, life is worth living. But this wholesome moment is ruined when the couple, after giving Lydia her motivational speech, start being exercised. Yeah. In an attempt to impress some business partners, this dude over here started pretty much killing Barbara and Adam. They're already dead, but you know what I mean. With no other choice, Lydia rushes to Beetlejuice for help, and he helps her, but at a price. Beetlejuice is summoned and he does what he does, terrorizing and kissing the family and their guests. But he does save Barbara and Adam at a price. Beetlejuice agreed to help Lydia if, and only if, she marries him. What in the R. Kelly? You're hundreds of years old. This girl's a teenager. He really is a demon. or a Minecraft YouTuber. But before their wedding could be complete,
Lydia
Lydia is saved by Barbara and Adam. And the sandworm from earlier comes through
think
and
to
eats
myself
Mr.
sometimes,
Duke.
who is the niggas that's really coming up behind these scripts, bro? Who is the type of niggas that's coming up with these type of scripts, my nigga, for them to make shit like this? I be thinking to myself about that.
What a fitting way to go out. Like I said, although a little wacky and goth, I really enjoyed this movie. 8.5 out of 10. The vibes are valid. But I cannot say the same about the next movie I'm about to go. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, bro.
This is real. And when I tell y'all this is one of the most ridiculous horror movies I've ever watched, yeah, it's a horror movie. I truly mean it. This movie opens up.
Getting murked by Abraham Lincoln though, like a revamp of that nigga, bro. Like it's not even the real Abraham Lincoln, it's a revamp. Well, obviously in this movie it's probably a real Abraham Lincoln, but instead of becoming president, instead of this nigga being in office, instead of this nigga being in the Senate estate, my nigga, instead of this nigga being in the Senate estate and shit, this nigga over here slicing and dicing niggas, chopping niggas' limbs up in Pigeon Creek, Indiana.
This horror movies I've ever watched, yeah, it's a horror movie.
With a top hat?
I truly mean it. This movie opens up, and the first thing we see, a little black kid getting whipped. Okay, all right. This kid is Abe's best friend, and since it's the 1800s, he's sadly a slave. As a descendant of Caribbean slaves myself,
you know what I need to do? Would this be crazy? I need to do a president tier list about who the hell will win in a fight between each other. One thing about it, I ain't gonna lie. Who's all the presidents again? I know Washington, George Bush, Abraham Lincoln. Hold on. Portraits of the president. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't really see too much. Is there a way I could... Oh, open link in new tab. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hold on, bro. Let me open this shit real quick. Let's open this shit real quick. Where this shit at? Move myself. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I can't see the names for real. But you can't lie. I feel like Abraham Lincoln would DDT the fuck out of George Washington though. I feel like this nigga, he's getting his ass whooped by damn near majority of the board. Like if they all had a big president boxing match, Abraham Lincoln. I feel like Abraham Lincoln low-key coming up top 5. I don't know. I can see it. I feel like he got something under his damn suit. I feel like he got something up his sleeve, bro. I feel like he do like some Liu Kang scissor kicks or something. Like, I feel like he just knows something, bro. Like capoeira or something. I don't know. I can see this nigga just knowing shit. I don't know why. I can just dead see this nigga knowing shit, bro.
Cool. We see a young Abe Lincoln rush in to defend his friend only to fail. And this little debacle, I like that word, gets him, or should I say his family, in more trouble than he thought. Because that very same night, while little Abe is writing in his journal, he sees someone come in the house. And y'all can already guess who or what it was.
George Washington?
A vampire. Which off the rip is how you know this didn't happen.
Dude, after Abe had to get locked in the Arlie's Black, so he definitely got them hoes. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Abe definitely got something, bro. I don't know. He might carry a little... I feel like he'll carry like a little, what's that shit Finley carry around? Shillelagh? I don't know why, but I can see this nigga like... They need to... You know how to make injustices? They need to make a president's fighting game. How you even... I don't even know how you spell a shillelagh. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this. I can see Abe walking around with something like this in his hand. Like, beating niggas, bro. Like, I don't know why. I can just dead see it, though.
Vampires are supposed to be welcome into your house. They can't just walk in like they own the place. This vampire, who was the same dude from earlier, was what started it off for Abe.
I'm telling you, bro. He got something in that top hat.
Abe vows to get revenge on him. And this desire for
the president's been one
is what
big
starts
boxing
Abe's
match.
Vampire Hunter journey.
He's coming out somewhere at least top 5, bro.
Where he can somehow chop down a whole tree in one swing. And eventually kills hella vampires. But after finally getting revenge and reflecting and realizing this vampire thing is bigger than he ever thought, I'll get to that in a second, he comes to the conclusion that the only way he'll really make a change in the world is through politics. So then he becomes president. And here during his presidency is where we really see the absurdity of this movie. Because if you paid attention in US history, what war started during his presidency, class? That's right, the Civil War. And now follow-up question. Who fought in that war? If you said the Union and the Confederacy, you're wrong. Because in this movie, instead of fighting against Southern slave owners, they fight against Southern slave owners who happen to be vampires. Yeah, the Confederate South in this movie is just roaming with with vampires, which in my
Hey, bro, listen. In my personal opinion, I haven't watched that movie. I think I seen the trailer probably back in like, what year did it drop? I feel like this is like a 2014 type of movie. I probably seen the trailer years ago, back on Disney Channel or something. But I ain't gonna lie. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. The goofiness low-key could go down there. I feel like this not a goofy ass movie, bruh. I low-key want to watch some shit like this.
Opinion is hilarious. Can you imagine being a black person in the 1800s and you get rolled up on by a racist Confederate vampire? I've come to suck your blood.
What you doing? Watching the goofiest horror movies, bruh. And then ranking them by the goofiness.
Never mind. Or at least that's how I thought they'd be. Because in this movie, it's actually the opposite. The vampires don't see black people as
But the thing is, though, bruh, one thing about that nigga Abe, though, bro. Nah, you know what? I feel like all my statements stand. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I feel like George Washington, that nigga gonna have like the span of Ric Flair, bro. Like, you know, like when Ric Flair was in his final like years of WWE wrestling. I feel like that's how George Washington would be in that boxing ring, bro. I don't think he would get no old man power up like he stink meaner or nothing.
Fear or a person they would avoid eating.
He just slammed on his back one
they're
time,
actually their main source of food,
and
they use slavery to cover it all up. So at least they ain't racist. The war goes the same as it did in real life. Abe frees the slaves in the South. He ain't free them all, just the ones in the South. And then they use spoons and forks and other silverware to win the war. Not joking, that's how they won. And now finally, a movie I've been waiting to go over since 2022, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Back when I recorded part 1, this movie didn't release yet. But just off the premise...
Genuinely, what the fuck is, like... I'm genuinely trying to figure out what the fuck Winnie the Pooh's, like, narrative in this damn movie is, bro. I ain't gonna lie, just based off the fact that it's Winnie the Pooh, goofiness level, I'm giving it at least 50%. All for it. Because you gotta think, in a cartoon... Isn't Honey the nigga power up? So what would be this nigga salvation in this if he killing niggas? It gotta be like Honey Packs or something, right? Like what else would it be, my nigga? You gotta think. If regular Honey's this nigga salvation, and like the regular shit, what's this nigga salvation in the horror movies game? The Great 002K versus Leak. Hold on,
alone, I knew it was a disaster.
This nigga giving himself
a movie about Winnie the
shit.
Pooh, the bear who eats honey all day, killing people? How did this happen? Well, apparently, after chilling with Winnie and friends for years like in the show, y'all remember the show, Christopher Robin grew up and decided it was time to leave for college. Playing games and eating honey with owls, tigers, and pigs just doesn't pay bills.
Now, let's keep it a stack, though. As goofy as that shit probably would look, y'all know for a damn fact, it's late at night. Wherever y'all are, if y'all are alone or some sort, or say for example, y'all even just in your house chilling, it's late at night, you wake up in the middle of the night to go get a bottle of water or something, bro, from downstairs or something downstairs. You walk down there and you see this nigga just staring. Hold on, let me see.
But just off the...
You see this nigga just standing right there. You gonna get a little frightened. He might not be the scariest nigga in the world. I feel like he a Ghostface type of killer, bro. Like, I feel like he the easiest nigga to take down in the world. I don't know. I get to see this nigga. I feel like he's slow.
The premise alone, I knew it was a disaster in the making. A movie about Winnie the Pooh, the bear who eats honey all day, killing people? How did this happen? Well, apparently, after chilling with Winnie and friends for years like in the show,
be in that nigga grass, bro.
Christopher Robin grew up and decided it was time to leave for college. Playing games and eating honey with owls, tigers, and pigs just doesn't pay bills. And with their only connection to the outside world, and most importantly, food, gone, the animals were forced to fend for themselves. And then one fateful winter night, they decided the only way for them to survive was to eat one of their own, the depressed donkey. Doing this made them go deeper into their animal roots, never speaking again, and even scarier.
Hold on. The fuck does the donkey gotta do it? Hold on, run that shit back, man.
And most important,
man.
Christopher Robin grew up and decided it was chilling with Winnie and friends who eats honey all day. Killing people?
Bro.
How did this happen?
I'm a little lost, bro.
After chilling with Winnie and friends for years like in the show, y'all remember the show, Christopher Robin grew up and decided it was time to leave for college. Playing games and eating honey with owls, tigers, and pigs just doesn't pay bills. And with their only connection to the outside world, and most importantly, food, gone, the animals were forced to fend for themselves. And then one fateful winter night, they just...
So it was a human nigga that was bringing them food, water, all types of things for them to, like, strive in life. And then that nigga went to college, and now they couldn't use that nigga as a crush no more. So now they had to fend.
Decided the only way for them to survive was to eat one of their own, the depressed donkey. Eeyore. Doing this made them go deeper into their animal roots, never speaking again. And even scarier, it made them hate humans. And so now Winnie the Pooh kills people. This movie is so unserious. We're literally watching Winnie the freaking Pooh and Piglet kill a bunch of girls staying at a cabin just because they can. And it really is just a two.
Wait, so the nigga's mad because the other donkeys ate the what? So the nigga's mad because what? So is he like a spirit or some shit? Who is he? Like, what is this nigga? No, I ain't gonna lie. Winnie the Pooh, yeah, you getting 100% goofiness from me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The fuck? Nigga, I thought this nigga was like gonna have some better lore than that or some shit. Like, they talking about, okay, y'all eating the depressed donkey. Y'all doing this, that, and the third. Y'all eating this nigga. Y'all turn into goddamn carnivores and shit. And then next thing you know, fucking... What? Now the nigga alive killing niggas? What happened to the other niggas that ate the person?
With them. Pooh and Piglet kill a bunch of girls staying at a cabin just because they can. And it really is just the two of them, because this movie couldn't afford to add any of the other animals. There's no Tigger, there's no owl, there's not even the rabbit. And it'd be one thing if that was the only thing wrong with this movie. But no, the lighting is booty. Winnie the Pooh has super strength for some reason, able to chop off people's hands with one fell swoop. Like, what the? Some of the characters make the most ridiculous decisions. Like, why are you still in the hot tub? Swoop. Like, what the? Some of the characters...
She just looked like she went through hell and back against Winnie the fucking Pooh. Look at it. Look at her face. Yo, what's going on, Shots? She just went through hell and fucking back against Winnie the fucking Pooh, gang.
Make the most ridiculous decisions.
I wish the hell I would go through hell and back for damn Winnie the damn Pooh. Winnie don't want to see me, nigga.
Like, why are you still in the hot tub?
I got something for that ass.
You just saw him on your phone. And for crying out loud, they're wearing rubber masks. It's not even subtle.
But is it real, niggas? I'm trying to, like, what's under there?
You clearly see it. Look, look. This movie is something. It pretty much ends with Piglet dying and Winnie killing everyone except Christopher Robin, who he lets run away, because he still had love for him. But it doesn't end there completely, because apparently, since recording part 1, they've dropped a sequel to this movie, Blood and Honey 2, which I heard was actually better. And this year, 2020...
Yeah, I think I seen that trailer. Hold on. Is that shit good?
Cool to this movie.
I seen that trailer earlier in the year.
I heard was actually better.
That shit fire?
This year, 2025, they're supposed to be dropping a Poohniverse movie and a Bambi.
Alright, bro. I wish the fuck I would get eaten by a fucking crazy ass deer. The fuck out of here! Y'all can keep that bullshit. What the wait, hold on, but before that shit, the fuck is the Poohniverse?
2025, they're supposed to be dropping a Poohniverse.
The fuck is the Poohniverse? You telling me Winnie and the Pooh and his damn goblins is coming to goddamn town to eat niggas now, bro? A Poohniverse? Monsters Assemble?
First movie and a Bambi one?
They have a world for these niggas? It's an MCU for these niggas?
Nah, I gotta see that one. That was pretty much all the horror movies I wanted to go over today. Comment down below the ones you guys thought was the goofiest. And don't worry, I will be doing a part 3. There's a few more movies I want to go over. And moral of the story? What? It's funny.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Winnie the Pooh low-key still the goofiest to me.
Villains that were low-key right. By the way, when
Winnie the Pooh was low-key the goofiest to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, good video though.